lots of things like that. So on Twitter.
Tina, the hashtag and the @ symbol are interchangeable on Facebook?
Yeah, the @ oh, I'm sorry. No. The @ symbol is a username. So for instance, if somebody was going to message me, they would say @TinaRoseHunt.
Okay.
So an example would be @TinaRoseHunt. I loved that recipe about #chicken or #stoneware. You don't have to use hashtags, and you don't have to use an @ symbol, but if you don't, nobody would see it. So if you were actually talking to a customer, if you were on Twitter and you were talking to a customer and they asked you a question, to reply to them you would say, you know, @TinaRoseHunt, thank you for your question. It's on Twitter. I mean, this is something like if you guys needed some more Twitter advice, we could dive into the platform, but I just want to give you some general awareness of it. Is I have my Twitter page, but it's linked to my Pinterest. So really, I love Pinterest. I love sharing things like that, recipes, you know, tips and things like that. And then anything that I post on my on my Pinterest goes right to my Twitter account. So I kind of cross promote to make it easier for myself, so that I don't have to do a lot of work.
Now, have you recruited anybody or met any new customers that would like to join Pampered Chef being on Twitter?
I haven't. Well, actually, I just had my 2 new consultants that I signed to the show. So I'm newer in the business, so I don't have a lot of recruits under me. But I'm sure as I, you know, advance my career, this is something that I could definitely, you know, find some interested people. I have gotten customers off of my social media profiles, and the biggest one that I got customers off of was Instagram, which I really use that for my cats. Or post it. I mean, like, really, it's like I was having fun posting pictures of my cats, and then I was very excited about some new products, and I, you know, posted a video, and I got some engagement with people that are my friends, that were like college friends of friends that I really didn't even know well. And on Facebook, I didn't get that type of engagement. People were commenting and liking and saying like, wow, what is that? And I got to introduce the 30-minute chicken in the stoneware to these people that, you know, it's like they love pictures and they love food, and that's why they're on Instagram, and it made sense. So I have had some traffic to my websites, and the way that I use my social profiles is I'm already on social media, and I'm already interacting with my network and my friends, so why not introduce my business here and there, touches of it. So the @ symbol on Facebook, if you reply to somebody, if you do @ symbol, and then it will start to bring up their name, you can click on their name, and that will actually give them a notification in their notification saying, you know, Tina Rose Hunt, the Pampered Chef, sent you a message or replied to your message. But otherwise, they may never see that. So the problem is with Facebook is it's so advanced and it's so in-depth now that people miss things. So has anybody had a Facebook event for Pampered Chef? Has anybody made an event and had a party online with Facebook?
Yes.
A few of you. Have you had great success from it? No. Okay. The reason is because Facebook changed. Where did the screen go? Facebook changed the way that settings are received, and what happened is people just don't see stuff. It's very easy to miss stuff on social media.
Just hit the space bar.
Thank you, though.
Space bar.
This is my Mac man. Here, you, I don't know. There it is. So on Facebook, people, they change the way that settings are received, and people miss stuff. So if you've ever had a Facebook party, you know, at first we thought, okay, put the date as today so that people shop today. Right. Well, the problem is if they didn't check their phone, and if they didn't go over to their home feed, their events page, accept the invitation, they never saw it. So you probably posted 100 times in that group, and they just actually never saw it. They weren't ignoring your invitation, they just never got the message. So that's why it's important, is if you want to do your business on Facebook and you want to go the extra effort and set the event up, you want to have it for a whole week. Even though the end date, even though you'd like your customers to buy as soon as now, if you set the end date for just that day, they're never going to see it. You got to play around. If you're going to go that method, you have to play around with techniques and just don't assume that people are seeing things and that things are working. So you can try things like changing the event date every single day. You can try an event date of leaving it like open for a week. And you can try a lot of different things, but I think most importantly is your host coaching of saying like, hey, we can have an event for Facebook, but I want you to share it on your wall. I want you to send an email and tell them, hey, this is where we're having all the information, and this is where you can get it. Because I think what the disconnect is that people miss stuff, people don't understand it, people are not familiar with the possibilities of it, and they're just, or they skip it. Like they're just going through stuff and they skip it. So that's the point of my presentation today, is to give you awareness of, why these things are happening, how they're happening, and what we kind of can do to fix things, or, maybe you guys, this is insight that gives you some creativity to say, okay, I'm not just going to go with this method now, I'm going to try some different things. So I've tried the events here and there, but I think that posting on the wall gets more visibility the most.
I have a question about this.
I love it. You guys have so many questions.
It doesn't throw you off if we keep asking?
No, you know what? I was going to go more. I didn't dive into some basics, so we'll just go back to that stuff. But it's good that I can provide expertise on the stuff that's like really important questions. So.
Okay, so this is a biggie as far as setting up an event.
Oh, yes.
I heard someone said that the host needs to set it up, not you, because then her friends won't see it. Is that true?
Yes. So this is all my expertise, is that maybe on the books it says, no, you can do that, but it's easier for a Facebook person to set it up and invite her friends, because if you set it up, you would have to get the email addresses or the names, and they might miss it, or things like things can be funny with it. I use the word wonky a lot in social media. Things can get wonky, like it doesn't really add up or it didn't make sense. So I would suggest trying your Facebook event and having the host set it up, because I think you would probably have more success with the rate of the invitations, yeah.
Right, that's what I have. I have her set up and then add me as the co-host.
Yes.
So I can go in and do stuff.
So this is for Facebook events. You don't have to have a business page. You could just have your regular Facebook profile, and this is for an event. So an event is like a little community. It's like a little group, and you invite people in it. You can post things. You can post documents. It's like Janine's, little event page that we have. It's just a little page, and people can, you can set the date and things like that. If you are going to do it, you don't set the date like right today or right tomorrow, because they're not going to get it. And what I would do first is, just like you have, treat it like a party. Treat it exactly like a party. Like you're inviting people to come to the party on Friday. Give them notice that it's happening. Tell them when it's happening, where to go, because I think you would have more success with that. Jenny, did you have a question too?
No, we were just saying that I'm currently doing I'm going to be doing a cooking show, but we wanted to set the event up on Facebook so she can invite her friends. And so I set it up on Facebook, but then I set her as a host.
Yeah.
And so that she was able to invite all her friends and everything. And I just every once in a while will throw, a recipe or an ad, or just, hey, can't wait, really excited, and then she'll post stuff as well. So she has control, and all her friends see it.
If one of the guests in there, if they do something on it, if they like something, if they leave a comment, they're more likely to get the notifications. But what's going to happen is they could join the event and they might never get anything. So you might consider, if you're really adamant about having Facebook events, you might consider inviting